we truly want to create a relationship with somebody that can help guide them through a potentially very stressful period of their life, moment in time, whether they are a victim, a witness, or a suspect, what is a way to describe a relationship or a connection that is actually deeper than rapport? What do you think? You don't have to whisper. Respect, I like that a lot. What else? If we're going to create a relationship that's actually deeper than rapport, how would you describe that connection?
Trust.
Trust, I like that a lot. What else? Empathy, I like that a lot. What else? That's enough? The rest of you said 4 people answered, so we can just chill. We're covered. That we care, without a doubt. And the word that we like to use to describe that, the type of relationship that we like to refer to that encapsulates everything you all just said, is bonding. And some of you probably just went, wait a minute, hold on. We're still talking about interview and interrogation, right? But we're supposed to bond with people? Yeah, that's exactly what we're supposed to do. I bet you every man and woman can think about a conversation, an interview or interrogation that you've had in your career, at least one, probably more, where at the end of that conversation you felt emotionally drained. And when you went home to talk to your spouse, your significant other, your families and friends about it, you might have even had a hard time articulating how the conversation went and what happened next, because you really did have a genuine connection with that person before that conversation was over. And when we talk about bonding really, or the resources for bonding that we tend to integrate in our material really start with attachment theory. And when we look at attachment theory, well, I guess on the unfortunate side, you heard Dr. Casson earlier reference, pun intended, some research studies that were done that involved people convincing themselves that they were shocking and causing serious pain to other people and the psychological effects. Back in the 50s, I believe, there was some research that was done on attachment theory that involved children and monkeys. And the stuff they did with kids was kind of but the stuff they did with monkeys was actually pretty brutal. Because from the time that we are infants till adults, we rely on attachments to other people to help us get through life, to help us understand the problems we don't have to solve, to help us enjoy the times that we really want to experience in our life, to help get through difficult situations. And the research at that time was really focused on what happens when you take these attachments away. And especially with young kids and other primates, you create some really crazy, messed up people and animals when you take their attachments away. So when people enter into uncomfortable situations, they may immediately start looking for an attachment, and that's where the opportunity to bond initially starts from. And when we think about what bonding is a connection. In this case, we'll just say 2 people. Bonding, for our intents and purposes, is a connection between 2 people that between the both of them creates a shared energy. That's an increase in physical energy, emotional energy, intellectual energy, potentially spiritual energy. And that connection now allows them to overcome more than the greater obstacles than they might have previously been able to overcome. It allows them to accept new changes. It allows them to embrace new difficulties. Most of us would rather feel like we are not alone. Now imagine taking that feeling and multiplying it by 1,000,000, where they're sitting from you, Mr. or Mrs. Certified Forensic Interviewer, who are asking them questions that they may or may not be thrilled to answer at the moment. Do you guys love every person that you interview? Do you guys run into people who have done things that might cause you to turn your stomach, might cause you to try to understand how a human being could do this to somebody else, somebody they work with, somebody in the community, somebody that you maybe care about? Let me ask you this. Is it possible to establish a bond with somebody who you don't like? Yes. They just proved it. The key to establishing bonds with people who we don't like or who might not like us is to find a goal that we can build the bond around. We don't have to like each other. We don't even have to tolerate each other. But if we can sit here and work together to accomplish a task, to achieve a goal together, now we can build our bond around that. And we can suspend some of these other emotions and feelings we have until this interaction is over.